Our last story takes us deep into the jungles of Africa and South America, into the heart of the Congo and Amazon basin. Our crew risked their lives to capture these wild beasts up close and personal, and the images you're about to see are not for the faint of heart. Okay, well, actually, they just piled into the Boxy Scion and headed to Nicholasville, but I was told it was a hot, sunny day, and at one point, someone asked for a bottle of water. Let's take a look and know more about some important work being done by the Primate Rescue Center.
The Primate Rescue Center is located in Jessamine County, right outside of Wilmore, Kentucky. And we are located on a 30-acre piece of property down in a nice, quiet valley where we care for 11 chimpanzees and almost 40 monkeys.
In 1987, Clay Miller got the grand idea to buy his future wife, April Truitt, a monkey. He thought it'd be a wonderful pet, as so many people do, but she did lots of research and, like many other people, found that monkeys do not make great pets. And as she was doing this research, found that there was lots of other people that were very similar to her and in situations like her. She found it a great need that these monkeys were being neglected when they reached that age, that they were not being properly cared for. And so she started bringing them in, and a cage went up, another one went up, another enclosure. And so from that purchase 25 years ago that seemed like a mistake has turned into something so wonderful and so great for so many of the primates that have come through our doors.
Our monkeys are housed in uniquely designed enclosures that are tailored to meet each specific species' needs, including our chimpanzee enclosure, which we revamped in 2006 and are very proud of it. Doubled the size of our previous chimp enclosure.
We go through about 300 pounds of produce a day here on our property, and grains and things. They eat about 70% of vegetables, 30% fruit, so I think a lot of people don't realize how much that really is when you're feeding, that many chimps and that many monkeys. So when we bring a monkey in, it is for their life. We commit to their life, which sometimes can be anywhere between 30 to 50 years. And so it's a very big commitment on our part when we agree to take in a monkey or a chimpanzee, not only, time, but also resources.
Most of our primates come from former pet situations where their former owners have voluntarily surrendered them to us. The exotic pet trade is definitely in many areas a black market trade. A lot of the breeders and dealers will perpetuate the false idea that you can actually keep these animals in your home because it's very lucrative for them to do so. Another area that our animals come from is laboratories. Research laboratories that close down, lose funding, or no longer researching the animals. There's also a large portion of them that are confiscated from their owner because they just cannot care for them. They can't clean their cages anymore because they're just too dangerous. They can't feed them properly, and oftentimes we can find primates in pretty horrific conditions where cages haven't been cleaned for up to 10 years. The poor health of these primates in these conditions is amazing. A lot of times they develop diabetes or other severe health conditions. We had rescued a baboon in northern Kentucky that had been in a windowless garage for up to 25 years, living alone by herself. And so just seeing her come here and be exposed to sunlight and be exposed to other primates and see the transformation of a primate living in squalor who's depressed and ill and obviously not reaching their full potential come here and realize the being that they're meant to be.
If we were not here and people brought these animals in illegally, that you would be in danger of someone either, letting them go once they get bored with this animal, or having them escape, and all these other things. So we're helping to protect, I think, the citizens of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
they carry disease, and herpes B virus occurs naturally in the macaque species, and they can pass it on to humans, and it can be deadly. So if a monkey escapes out of someone's home and gets out into the neighborhood, children are at risk, other animals are at risk, and it can be quite a safety issue for the surrounding community. We receive about 2 to 3 calls per week from individuals all across the states asking us for advice about how they can handle their monkey better, where they can send their monkey, and how they can get out of the situation that they mistakenly put themselves in.
What they don't realize is what we've done to help protect the citizens of the Commonwealth of Kentucky by helping pass the regulations to ban all these exotic animals.
There's no other sanctuary in this area that would be able to take them in. It just doesn't exist.
We will always be getting calls, and we'll always be at capacity, I believe. If there's a need, we will always be there to meet the need, but we hope the need decreases.